As we speak, the Finnish government and its security apparatus just released series of interesting and series of groundbreaking news and updates regarding Mr. Simon, a man held in Kilamakoski Correctional Center. Yes, the Finnish authorities have released series of very exciting news that we've never seen anywhere before. Yes, this is going to be a very interesting video, and I'll urge you to watch it up until the very end. Yes, so let's kick off this video with our very first update coming from the Finnish government and its security apparatus.
All right, so as I've been telling us that from the information we are getting, that Simon Ekpa may appear in court in Finland in the month of May, next month. And we don't know the date, but as I'm speaking to you now, the date is here before us today, and that is why I want to pass this information to you. It is very important. I'm not just passing about the date. There are some other information that you need to hear, and that is why I beg you to watch this video to the end so that you get the full information. All right, so first of all, let's start. You know, there's a planned protest. Biafrans has planned to protest in Finland, in some places in Finland, on the 9th of May. All right, so from the information we are getting, that Simon Ekpa will be in court, or will appear in court in Finland in the 10th day of May 2025. Now, there's something special about him appearing in court this time, because from the information we also get that some persons or some individuals will appear to testify against Simon Ekpa. Yes, and who are those people? The first group of people are victims of violence, according to the source where I got the information, that victims of violence will appear to testify against Simon Ekpa. I mean, against his actions in the southeast of Nigeria, that he has, unalived people, that he has caused violence in the southeast. And then after seeing this, I asked myself, who are those that are victims of violence? Is it our grandmothers? Is it our grandfathers? Is it our youth? And so I'm beginning to think that, or I'm beginning to say that this time around, Finland need to be very careful. Yes, when I say being very careful, they need to observe and checkmate everything that will happen or that is happening on that day, because, you know, there's nothing that cannot be done. These people, these other governments can go to the southeast, bring 1 or 2 or 3 old women and old fathers and pay them probably 20,000 naira and take them to Finland to testify against Simon Ekpa. So that is why I said that Finland need to be very careful and checkmate everything that is happening or that will happen on that day. All right, I don't know those that are victims of violence that will fly from Nigeria, probably from southeast down to Finland to testify that they are victims of violence. I don't know. So Finland need to be very careful. So that is number one. The second people that, from the information I get, that will appear on court that day to testify against Simon Ekpa is Enugu state government. No, this may not be a surprise to so many people. When I saw this news, it wasn't a surprise to me, because right from time, Enugu state government has been saying that they will provide evidence that Simon Ekpa is causing mayhem in the southeast of Nigeria. But here I am to ask Enugu state government, you want to provide evidence for Simon Ekpa's persecution, yet you are yet to provide evidence or solution to the mayhem that Fulani is causing in your land. Now, are you aware that about 2 days ago, I didn't post that video actually, about 2 days ago, a community was underrun in Enugu state because of Fulani herdsmen? Are you aware? A community has run away, a whole community has run away from a whole community ran away from their community in Enugu state because of Fulani herdsmen. And do you know what? The government, the governor and the government of Enugu state are yet to say something about that activity. Of course, I don't need to tell you some other things and some other mayhems that Fulani has been causing in Enugu state. Nobody, no government, no person from Enugu state government came out to say, this thing Fulani are doing, we need to do this. No, the only thing the government did was to send some kingsmen, yes, to go to Kaduna, the Sokoto, to go and beg Sultan of Sokoto to please beg Fulani herdsmen to stop killing people, to go and beg. That is what they have done. But here they are, planning to go to Finland to provide evidence against Simon Ekpa. Anyway, we move forward. There are 4 people actually, I've named 2 now, victim of violence, Enugu state government. And the 3rd people, according to the news I read, they say community leaders. And when I saw this again, I started to think, Community leaders. Who are community leaders? Probably PG of a town, or kings, or Igbes and so on and so forth. Probably PG or kings. I think these are the community leaders we have in the southeast, in most part of southeast. And then I begin to ask myself, which PG or which king, which Igbe will travel all the way from Nigeria to Finland to testify if he's not being commissioned or being paid off? I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. If he's not being paid off, can the person also go there and testify that, oh, Fulani are unaliving our people? So I'm wondering. Anyway, all you need to do is to subscribe to this channel, because I've been telling you, subscribe to this channel, because I'll bring you all the information. 10th of May is, let's say, 29 days from today, right here, 29 or 28 days from today. So I'll bring you all the information. That day will be live, we'll be streaming everything live, so that you'll be seeing it. So that all I'm asking of you is to subscribe to this channel. And as you subscribe, also turn on your notification button, so that anytime I start a live stream or anytime I post a video, you'll get the information. So community leaders, we are yet to know them. Until that day, we will see them. Now, the fourth people, which are the last people that from the source I get that will testify against Simon Ekpa, are legal experts. That one is normal. Nigeria will send their lawyers to Finland to testify or give some videos, or give some reasons why they should persecute Simon Ekpa because of what they say that he's causing in the southeast of Nigeria. So this one is normal. Legal experts are normal to be there. So we'll see. Till that day, we see what is going to be or how it's going to be. But remember that Biafrans are protesting on the 9th of May in Finland, in some part of Finland. All right. Now, I'm going to allow you to watch the video and see some other things they said about this Simon Ekpa's case. So please just stay put. And as I said earlier, do well to subscribe to this channel, because information there, and I'll pass the information to you. All right. So please now watch this video. Then you drop your comment on the comment section. All these people have listed that said they are going to testify against Simon Ekpa. What do you think about them? Enugu state government, victim of violence. Hey, community leaders and legal experts. These are the four people. So please drop your comment on the comment section. But for now, watch this video and then you do well to subscribe. All right.
Very, very exciting news that we've never seen anywhere before. Yes, this is going to be a very, very interesting video, and I'll urge you to watch it up until the very, very end. Yes. So let's kick off this video with our very first update coming from the Finnish government and the security apparatus. Yes, like we all know, the government of Finland has scheduled May of 2025 as a date or the month where the country will try Simon in its court of law. Yes, over the past couple of months, the government of Finland have not given us a clear date and time, but as we speak, we now have a date and time when Mr. Simon will face the court of law situated in Päijät-Häme District Court. Yes, so the question here is, what is that time and what is the date in the month of May? Well, showing right now on your screen is a briefing and a listing released by the District Court of Päijät-Häme, where they gave detailed analysis of their court hearings from 2021 up until 2024. But as we speak, these guys have released their court hearings for the month of May. Well, showing right now on your screen is the date and time Mr. Simon is going to face the court of law next month. Yes, because as we speak, the Päijät-Häme District Court has scheduled the 10th of May 2025 as the date they'll be hearing series of cases that they have on their desk. Yes, and this court hearing will happen by 9 a.m. sharp on that particular day. So as you can see, Mr. Simon will possibly face the Finnish judicial system on the 10th of May 2025 by 9 a.m. that said day. Yes, moving on swiftly, what else did the Finnish authorities and its media houses published regarding Mr. Simon and his court case? Well, as we speak, these guys released 3 vital evidence that were found on Mr. Simon, or 3 vital evidence that will be used against him in the court of law come 10th May of 2025. So the question here still remains, what are these evidence and how are they going to use it against Mr. Simon? Well, for a better understanding and for a clearer picture, we managed to do a quick transcribing of this article. Showing right now on your screen is the English version. As you can see, we have 3 vital evidence that were found or will be used against Mr. Simon in the court of law. The very first one here is details on social media propaganda. Yes, the Finnish government and the security apparatus are going to use social media propaganda against Mr. Simon come 10th of May of 2025. Yes, because we believe that this guy swept through the Twitter page of Mr. Simon and gathered a lot of propaganda in his Twitter page that will definitely be used against him. Yes, moving on swiftly, the second evidence is this one showing right now on your screen. I can't really pronounce this very first word because if I do, this video probably will be shadow banned or deleted from the YouTube platform. As you can see, he's going to face charges based out of this particular word that my arrow is currently pointing at. Yes, he's going to face series of charges against this particular offense. Yes, this definitely happens to be one of the biggest charges leveled against Mr. Simon, and this definitely will either save him or nail him in the court of law. Yes, moving on swiftly, the third evidence found on Mr. Simon is the impact on bilateral relations. The Finnish authorities have indicted that his actions have been detrimental to bilateral relations between Finland and Nigeria, suggesting that his activities have broader implications beyond just local disturbance. Yes, so these are the three major evidence or three major charges that will be used against him, and this is coming from a Finnish blog and a Finnish media, which you can actually do a fact check on. Yes, moving on swiftly. As we speak, series of individuals, groups, and bodies are now getting ready to travel to Finland to testify against him. Yes, as we speak, the Finnish authorities has released 4 major individuals or 4 major groups that will officially stand as witnesses against Mr. Simon. Listen, these individuals or groups will stand as witnesses against Mr. Simon and not for him. So the question here is, who are these groups and who are these individuals, as the case may be? Well, we have 4 major groups here and we'll take them one after the other. The very first group is victims of violence. Yes, some individuals who claim to have suffered from activities linked to Mr. Simon have indicted that they will testify about the impact of his actions on their lives. Yes, this is actually very, very straight to the point. The second group here is the Enugu state government and its representative. Yes, this came as a shocker because we never expected a group domiciled from the southeastern part of Nigeria to come as a witness or stand against Mr. Simon in the court of law. Yes, so the Enugu state and its government have chosen to travel to Finland before May 10th to stand against Mr. Simon in the court of law. This is going to be a massive one. Yes, this is not actually too surprising because 5 months ago we received a notification on an article coming from this day newspaper where it states that the Enugu state government hails Simon's arrest and are ready to provide evidence of his activities in the southeastern region of Nigeria. So as we speak, the Enugu state and its government are actually 100% ready to testify. Yes, moving on swiftly, let's take a look at the third group or third individuals that will testify against Mr. Simon. Yes, we have community leaders. Certain community leaders from regions affected by the unrest have expressed their willingness to testify about the consequences of Simon's movement and also his actions. And the fourth group or the fourth body are legal experts. Yes, some legal experts may also be called upon to discuss the implications of Simon's activities and legal framework surrounding the charges against him. So as you can see, these are the 4 groups or the 4 bodies that officially have been invited by the Finnish authorities come 10th May of 2025 to testify and to stand as witnesses against Mr. Simon. Anyways, moving on swiftly, the Finnish blog or the Finnish media house also released series of interesting details and series of very, very fascinating info that we definitely have to see at this particular point in time. Yes, so the question here is, what did these guys release? Well, as we speak, the Finnish blog and its government has released the possible consequences or the possible sentencing of Mr. Simon if or when he's found guilty. So let's take a look at some of the possibility of Mr. Simon going on forward. Well, the very first one is maximum punishment. It states if convicted of serious charges such as treason or this particular word showing right now on your screen, he could face a maximum sentence of life imprisonment. This reflects the gravity of the allegations related to his activities. Yes, this is actually straight to the point. If Simon gets found guilty in the court of law, it's very, very possible that he might face life. Yes, get a life sentencing there in a Finnish correctional facility. Moving on swiftly, let's take a look at other possible sentences or punishment that will be leveled against him. The second one here is we have other sentences. Depending on the specific charges and the evidence presented, he could also receive a lengthy sentencing term, potentially ranging from several years to life, depending on the severity of the offenses. Yes, this is actually straight to the point. And the third one here is judicial discretion. Finnish courts have the discretion to impose sentencing based on various factors, including the nature of the crime, the impact on victims, and any mitigation circumstances. Yes, so as you can see, things aren't looking so good for Mr. Simon. Yes, it feels like this man definitely will go through hard times in the Finnish custody. Yes, that is what we think, and things might actually change in the coming weeks or the coming months, so let's keep our finger crossed. Yes, anyways, moving on swiftly, what else do we have for you? Which other updates do we have for you in this particular video coverage? Well, we have a very exciting one, and one of the biggest news and updates coming out from Finland regarding Mr. Simon, and together with the USB movement. Yes, because as we speak, the current and the sitting president of the most powerful nation of the world has or is willing to send his representative, or he's willing to travel himself to visit one of the biggest USB events that will be held in Washington, D.C., a couple of minutes drive from the White House. Yes, so the question here still remains, what is the current president of the USA trying to do with the USB movement? Anyways, in our previous video, we extensively exposed and showcased what the sitting president of the USA has in stock and why he actually wants to visit the USB embassy situated or located in Washington, D.C. Yes, in our previous video, we exposed every single detail that you need to see and understand. And if you want to watch that video, right?
All right, so you have seen it. What do you think? Drop your comment on the comment section, all right? Thank you very much. I'll see you in my next video. Do not forget to subscribe. Thank you. God bless you.